or they do something like they, try and push a phone into a case that they've bought and it shatters the screen face. You can see it's more than a finger width here versus the finger width here. See the difference? Studio, this is beach cruiser, this is go away for extended periods type practical van life. John Naylor here with a little update. We've got this fabulous Lenovo Legion 5i, do a bit of gaming. Well, I'm getting over it actually, but we've been doing a lot of video editing here, so we pulled in a second screen. This is an old one that I had lying around the house. Got a nice swing arm on it here, so watch it in bed. Also turn around a portrait when we're doing YouTube short videos, so that's really good. The problem is the size of the zoom that I operate on. So the size of the pixels on the Lenovo screen are this big, tiny, and then this old monitor, which is 1920p across the top. The actual, you can see it's more than a finger width here versus the finger width here. See the difference? So anyway, this thing's operating at its maximum resolution. So we've gone to the massive expense, shopped hard, and we found this little bad boy. So this is a Philips 27-inch monitor. And what I've done the research on is that what this actually means is that the pixel size, the actual tiny pixel on this screen, is the latest technology, which equates to the size of the tiny pixel on this thing. So what I'm looking to do is when I put this in place, I'm expecting the toolbars to be the same size here as here. Okay, moment of truth, isn't it? We've got the monitor set up on the swing arm here. It's over the back of the bed in this vacant space over here. And the power button, okay, the power button, just so you know, it's on this back side here, okay? Just to reach around the back here. Obviously holding it here is probably going to get some menus, but I haven't plugged in here, just powered it up. There was one other thing I was going to point out about, oh, that's right. Big deal in van life, of course, you don't want to absorb any power or use any power. So that old monitor was drawing about 4 amps at 12 volts, whatever that was, at 240 volts AC. We're now using half the power of the previous monitor. So the previous one at 12 volts was drawing about 4 amps. We're now drawing supposedly about 2. That's based upon the specifications, the way I read the documentation. So that's a really big deal. Saving that sort of power is quite substantial. Fridge you can hear humming away in the background here as well. That's drawing about 1.5 to 2 amps an hour as well, on average, because it's on and off, on and off. But so the monitor is as greedy as the fridge for any time it's on. Of course, fridge is on 24 hours, monitor, not so much. But anyway, let's save our power. And the next thing to do, well, moment of truth, isn't it? So let's plug it in. Okay, is that going to come live and say, hey, you've got a new monitor? There we go. Oh, it's done screen duplication. Let's go to the next level and actually do it as extend this displays. Okay, there we go. All right, that does look pretty good, isn't it? We might try and turn up the brightness if that's possible. But the big deal is, and let's try and get it down there parallel, as I've thought, that the size of the pixels should be about the same. Let's check that finger width like we did at the start of the video. Definitely less than the pinky. Definitely less than the pinky. I can't get them right up alongside each other, but you can hopefully see there. Yeah, a lot of real estate, isn't it? So 3840, I think, pixel count. So I didn't mention it earlier, but of course, if you like this video and you like this sort of content, then the great thing to do is to pass me a comment. Say so. I'd love to get some comments, wouldn't we all, as YouTube creators? The other thing is to do is subscribe and of course hit that like button so that we know that the system's going to propel and YouTube's going to promote this video more widely. I've cut there because I want to go and just check that pixel count for you, make sure I do get that one right. Got it on screen here as I've looked up the details of the Philips 27E1N1 800AE/75 monitor, and the pixel count is 3840 by 2160, and I'm really happy about a couple of other things here. The old monitor was actually the same height, but the VESA mount appears to be a little bit lower, which is great because that allows me to get it up over the top of the bed here to swivel around to when I want to watch movies at night. I might even do an adjustment to get that mount a little bit higher. It also means that as it stands at the moment, let's straighten that all the way up, is that I can get it down there to a very good seating height. And we've also got the option when I want to edit and fine detail the likes of videos for YouTube shorts and that sort of thing in portrait, that I can spin around that orientation, that monitor, and get it quite nicely in there for some or maybe even get a couple of different things happening in a portrait style by Norm. That's a lot of real estate. Let's put it to work. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that little van update. If I get the right sort of feedback on this sort of stuff, I'm going to do more van life stuff, and not that, you know, tongue and groove, wood panel, porcelain sink type YouTube of van life. This is the real deal. This is studio, this is beach cruiser, this is go away for extended periods type practical van life. Not that other nonsense you see out there with, this is grungy real van life. Anyway, we'll see you in the next video. I'm John Naylor for Deja Vu Travel Magazine.